Hey everybody, what's going on? So in this video, we're going to walk through how to set up an SSL certificate for your Brilliant Directories website. If you're using Brilliant Directories, if you're not using Brilliant Directories and you're looking at maybe using it, we do have a link. It's an affiliate link in the description down below. You can use that, sign up. If you use the coupon code 0 to income in all caps, you'll get 30% off. But that being said, let's walk through exactly all the ins and outs of these SSL certificates and how to install one for free. All right, so let's jump over and check this out. So why do you even need a SSL certificate? All right, so when we go into an incognito window and we try to pull up our site that doesn't have an SSL certificate installed, we get something like this. All right, we don't want this. We want to make sure that everything is secure. We want to make sure that when somebody tries to go to our site, they don't get this. Now, you can go and purchase a managed SSL certificate through Brilliant Directories, but it's $10 a month. So if you're just getting started and you're wanting to have your site secure and you don't want your visitors to see anything like this, you want to make sure everything is user friendly, I'm going to walk you through how to do this for free. All right. So the next thing you want to do is go over to ZeroSSL.com. And what you're going to do is you're going to create a free account. And once you've got your free account all squared away, you'll go in and you'll enter the domain that you want to use. All right. I'm going to go ahead and just actually use an experimental site. Doesn't matter if you guys see everything or not. It's going to be completely deleted when we're all done. So once you're logged in, we do already have a certificate set up, which is going to be completely deleted. But what we're going to do is we're going to click on a new certificate. All right. And this might not look exactly like what you see because I've already got logged in and I've got a certificate. This is what I'm showing. I'm in my dashboard, but you should see a place where you can go and add a new certificate. So we go in, and once you get into the wizard for creating your certificate, this should all look the same. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a domain. Again, this is just a test domain. If you guys have seen any of my other videos here, in particular our system.io videos, one of the domains that I have that I play with a lot is the techgremlinwarrior.com. Okay, so it automatically is going to give us, the certificate is going to cover both the www version and the non-www version. Okay, so what you would do, you'd click on the next step. Here's the thing that you want to do. If you want to stick to the free ZeroSSL plan, which I would say is why you're here, then you need to do a 90-day certificate. So let's slow down a little bit. What does this mean? All right. What this means is in 90 days, you have to come back to ZeroSSL and you have to do this again. And as a matter of fact, just to make sure that you stay on top of things, I would actually set yourself a reminder in your calendar to come back and do this after 60 days. Give yourself a month of a pad, all right, and come back in 2 months and redo your SSL. All right, go through this whole process. I know it's kind of annoying, but until you go and pay for the managed SSL certificate through Brilliant Directories, which you can do, it's $10 a month, or you can pay for ZeroSSL, which is $10 a month. So I would just go with the Brilliant Directories route if you're going to actually pay the money. All right. And again, you can go and you can use our code if you'd like. Use the coupon code 0 to income. Okay, that's ZERO, the number 2, and then spell out income and all claps. All right, that's going to give you 30% off, including it on something like that $10 per month certificate that you would want. So that being said, you want to click on this 90-day certificate. Again, come back in 2 months to redo this. So let's move on. We're going to click on next step. Here, we're just going to skip this. We're not going to get any of this because this is all paid stuff. So next step. We're just going to leave this default. All right. Auto-generate CSR. That's fine too. Okay. And this is going to be a completely, fully valid SSL certificate by doing this. So now we get to finalizing our order. And right now it's showing that we have the free plan selected. We have 3 of these. Right now we're only using 1, but we have 3 available, 3 90-day certificates available. And it's just letting us know that we don't have any other, what's the word I'm looking for, bells and whistles with this free plan, which is fine. All right. So the whole point is to get started, keep things down to a minimum as far as our expenses, and this is what we're doing here in this case with our SSL certificate for our Brilliant Directories website. So we're going to go ahead and click on Next Step. So what it's doing right now is it's going through, it's finalizing everything, it's creating the actual certificate, and now what it wants to do, it needs to verify our domain. It wants to make sure that we own the domain, all right? And there's a number of ways of doing this. One, email verification. All right, and it gives us a drop down, and these are all default. Every one of them is going to have admin, administrator, hostmaster, postmaster, webmaster. If you don't have these set up, obviously you're not going to be able to use this. So, if you're needing to use or you want to use the email verification, you have to go set up one of these emails so you can actually use this method. I don't have any of these emails set up, so I'm not going to use that method. The next method, which I am going to use, is this DNS CNAME option here, okay, which is the next method down. The other option is a file upload that to me looks like you're really getting into the weeds with stuff, and I just prefer this DNS method, and that's the way I'm going to do this, and that's how I'm going to walk you through all this. So it's going to give us a name, and it's going to give us a point to and then a time to live. TTL is time to live. All right. What this wants us to do, we now need to go over to our Brilliant Directories website, and we need to configure this CNAME record. So let's do that. Let's pull up our Brilliant Directories. Okay, so what you're going to do, you're going to log into your Brilliant Directories. You want to go to your Developer Hub. All right, this is where you want to get to, right over here. Click on Developer Hub. Next thing you want to do is go into your cPanel dashboard. All right. Once you're in your cPanel dashboard, you want to go into what they call the zone editor. All right. This is where we're handling all of our domain settings, and the zone editor is where we want to be. You're going to click on zone editor. In here, you're going to go and you're going to click on add a CNAME record. Okay. Right here where it says name and CNAME, this is the information that we're going to plug in from ZeroSSL. The name is going to be the name one, and the CNAME is going to be for the points too. All right. So let's pull this over. What we have here is the name. We're going to go and highlight this whole thing for name, and we're going to paste that into just like that. Okay. We're going to go back and we're going to grab this points to information right here. Copy. Okay. And again, we're going to pop this over and we're just going to paste it in just like that. And then once we're done with that those two steps, we're going to go ahead and click on add a CNAME record. So this is all adding the CNAME record. It says that it was successfully added, but we got one more step here for this whole verification process to work. If we go back over here to this, it said the time to live needs to be 3600 or lower. All right. We need to make sure that it's set to that or lower. So what you want to do is you want to click on manage. All of your records for your domain are going to pop up here. Okay, so what you're going to find is that time to live is set to 14,400. That's just kind of like a Brilliant Directories default. That's too long. It needs to be 3,600 or less. So you click into edit for that CNAME record you just added, and again, it's going to be at the bottom, and that's going to give you the option to change that to 3,600, and then you just click on Save Record. So now at this point, you're going to go back and you're going to go to the next step. Okay. This next step is going to be the verification method. And how do we do that? You want to click on the verify domain. However, you can't just do this immediately. It takes a while for your DNS records to do what they call propagation. All right. And it's going to propagate. All right. And propagation is when you've got your DNS settings are on the server at Brilliant Directories, and it needs to push out that information to all of the other DNS servers out there. All right. So that when Comcast.net, let's just say you're using Comcast, and you enter your techgremlinwarrior.com, somebody who's using Comcast enters that. It goes to Comcast, and Comcast DNS servers have gotten your information from Brilliant Directories. They've propagated over. All right. And so that's what propagation is. Propagation is it's pushing this information to all the DNS servers, all the main DNS servers that are out there in the world. All right. In this case, it took less than 10 minutes. Okay. So I don't even know. It hasn't been 10 minutes yet. We can click on verify domain. I don't think it's going to work, but let's see what happens. All right, so it's been a little bit less than 10 minutes. Let's click on verify domain and see what happens. Drum roll, please. Boom. It has been verified. Awesome. All right, so next step that we want to do is download the certificate. All right, so what we want to do is just click on right here, this download certificate zip. All right, it's going to give us a zip file. Okay. And then we're going to go into our folders and we're going to unzip that file because we need to get to each one of those files. All right. We need to get into each one of those. We need to open them. All right. Let me go into my file folder. All right. All right. So we go into our files and we open this up. We're going to do an extract all, and we'll just do the default location, which should be in the same folder. And you're going to have 3 different files. Okay. And each of these files we need to open up in a text editor. I use Notepad, so you just right click on any one of these. So let's just do the first one first. And again, I'm not even worried about y'all seeing these because we're not going to keep this. I'm going to delete the certificate when we're done. But we're going to go and do open with, or right here, edit in Notepad. All right. So Notepad opens up, and we're just going to grab this whole thing here and we're going to copy it. All right, so now we're heading back over to Brilliant Directories. In Brilliant Directories, we're going to go back to our cPanel. So again, we go back to our Developer Hub. We go into our cPanel if you aren't already there. And then in here, you can either go all the way down to SSL, TLS, or you could do a search for SSL. Either one of these is going to get you to the same place. We're looking for this one here. Next thing you want to do is click on this Manage SSL Sites. Okay. Now what we want to do is we want to go in here and you want to select your domain. You use the drop down, select your domain, and then right here, private key is what we opened up first. So there's our private key. We're going to paste that all into here. Now what we want to do is go into our files. And we want to do the certificate. And we're going to do edit Notepad. All right. Copy the whole thing. We are in the certificate. Whoop, we want the whole thing. I could just do a Control A. That would probably be easier. And then a Control C. And we're going to go back over to our cPanel. And here, the certificate. We're going to paste that in. It's pulling everything up already down here, letting us know what's going on. And then we need the Certificate Authority Bundle, which is the CA bundle. We go back to our files. And right here, CA_bundle. Right click. Do a edit with Notepad. All right, let's open this up. Right here, CA_bundle. Control A to grab it all. Control C to copy it. We go back over to our cPanel in Brilliant Directories and paste that in and install certificate. And boom, it's letting us know that it was successfully installed. All right, so now we just do an OK. And our certificate is good to go. Now, watch what happens when we go into our incognito window and we go to our website. When we started this whole thing, we were getting a certificate error, right? Not anymore. We're all set. So that is how you install your free SSL certificate from ZeroSSL.com. Again, like I said in the beginning of this video, you're going to want to come back in 60 days and you want to go to ZeroSSL.com, log into your account, and start this whole process again and make sure you get an updated SSL. And again, walk through this video and redo it again every 60 days. I know it's a hassle. The only other way around this is go and pay for that $10 per month through Brilliant Directories to get their managed SSL plugin. All right. So that being said, you're ready to go. If you're really enjoying these videos, Dana and I have a whole slew of Brilliant Directories videos in our Brilliant Directories playlist. Go check it out. Thank you for watching.